Hey everybody, so today I'm here to share with you guys my favorites. Most of them are affordable, meaning under $15. Most of them are even under that, but there's a couple that are 15, so, gotta say that. And then there's 3 at the end of the video that I want to mention that are more than that, but no more than 100. So there's a few things under there, but anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started just so we can go through these rapid fire and get through them quickly. These are things that I've had for literally months, and I just haven't made a favorites video in so long that you guys haven't heard of. So the first thing that I wanted to mention was silicone body scrubbers, face scrubbers. So you guys know that I love the Tree Hut scrubs. They're amazing. I know some people don't like the fragrance in them, but they've never bothered me. I love them to death, but they are expensive. They are almost like $7, and I can go through one of those in just a couple of weeks. That's not very affordable living in a recession vibes. So I decided to buy this little thing, which was like $5 off of Amazon, and you're able to slide it up underneath your hand like this. You put your body wash on here and it exfoliates amazingly. I had my own kind of speculations because this is silicone. So it's like, how good is it actually going to do? Very well. I love it. Honestly, I find this hand grip a little bit big. So I typically hold it like this. So that way I get a nice, good hold on it and I'm able to wash down all my areas and I get to exfoliate. And then I just use the body wash that I typically use. So I don't have to keep buying body scrubs and I still get the exfoliation. And I bought this because I had actually gotten this in a free little toiletry set. And I took it on one of our trips with us because I had no intention of using it at home basically. And I use this every single time to wash my face. It is amazing. It's basically the same idea. It's just obviously on a lot smaller level because it's meant for your face. So here's a look at it against my face and the size of it. But it's amazing. It's not too rough. I think that's the forgiving thing about silicone is that even though it's exfoliating, it is silicone. So it's not super harsh on your skin. I don't use an exfoliating face wash at all, but I do need some kind of exfoliation to get the dead skin off. And this does amazing. So I highly recommend things like this. The face ones you can get in a 3-pack for just a few dollars. And like I said, this big ginormous one that's, pretty much as big as my hand was only $5. And my whole family loves this, by the way. I keep meaning to buy some for them because this keeps getting stolen and it's definitely mine, but everyone likes them. We're a washcloth family through and through, but this is nice for when you're exfoliating. Whether you've got sunblock on, self-tanner, lotion, it's just been one of those grimy, grubby days where you just want that extra bit, or you exfoliate every time you're in the shower, whatever, I don't know your business. They're amazing. And, I paid $5 for this one once and it's still going strong. I just prop them up in the shower, make sure I get all the soap off of it, and that's all I do. Things like loofahs and stuff, I get pretty weary of how long they can last, the bacteria that they have in them. But silicone you can disinfect with some boiling water. And like I said, I just rinse it off, make sure it's clean. There you go. And the next thing that I have are probably, honestly, this is my second all-time favorite in this video. And it's so silly because I'm definitely not a plant person, but these are adorable. I don't do real plants, okay? I don't do real plants. Not at all. Not even a little bit, okay? That's not for me. That's not the life for me, but I love it for other people. I also love Target's fake plants. I love them. I've gotten multiple ones for Mother's Day, for decorations. They're amazing. And they normally all come in pots and they look like they have some kind of soil in there, but it's not soil. It's just meant to look like that. They're amazing. I believe both of these are Hearth and Hand ones, but you can see on the bottom, I didn't pay more than $5 for this one and $7 for that one. I think that's a steal. I mean, look at this one with the adorable little pot and these leaves and these kind of things that I decorate with. I put them as filler in higher up places. This one's on a shelf in my kitchen that's higher up. You cannot tell the difference. You cannot tell the difference. You really can't. I mean, you probably could if you're a plant person, but I'm not a plant person, so I can't tell the difference. And I'm not killing anything. So I really love them. I would say definitely give Target's fake plants a chance. Some of them can be really, really expensive, but these ones, these little guys, They're so cute. They brighten my life. So, yes, I want to mention those. Again, I'm not a plant person whatsoever, but I do really like those for decoration. And I've got different ones for different seasons and stuff. And I just had to mention them because when I saw those, especially this one, I'm sorry, it's just my favorite. I just want to keep showing it. It's adorable. It's adorable. So, yeah. Anyways, on to the next thing. Something that I bought. Oh, how do I want to put this? I bought hoping it would be good and was so pleasantly, happily blown out of the water because it is so much more than I could ever imagine. So if you are new to my channel or my videos, hi, I'm Alia. I have a chronic pain condition called fibromyalgia. I'm in pain constantly. Right now, I'm sitting at about a 6 out of 10. I personally hate pain scales, but I find it's the only way for people to understand. I have to do a lot of pain management on my end with fibromyalgia. I'm not on medication for it. It's something that I try to manage myself through my symptoms, although I have flares that are absolutely horrendous. So with pain management, I have heard a lot over the past year about magnesium. I've tried a bunch of different ways. I do have the magnesium lotion that I had bought off of Amazon, and I would say it works about 25%. It was something that I would use to just kind of take the edge off for when it was incredibly painful. So hopefully I could fall asleep. I was using China gel for the longest time, and I absolutely love that. But the amount that I would put on my body and the amount of menthol in it is not safe. So I had to find something different. Of course, anything overly done is unsafe. I guess I should say that. I'm not your doctor. Go talk to one. But anyways, I heard that Lush came out with a magnesium collection, and I went to check it out. And, you know, they have different bath salts, and I can't remember everything in the collection, but there's quite a few different things. But I decided to get this bar called After, and it was a magnesium one. It said that it was supposed to be, one second, I'll pull it up on the Lush app to see exactly what they said about it. It says, cool down post-workout with tingling mint oil, soothing arnica, and magnesium oil. When your body is tired and sore, treat yourself to a massage with this supportive bar, rich in soothing magnesium oil. Spearmint, peppermint, and eucalyptus oils will leave you feeling tingly, fresh, and reinvigorated. Mint is something else that I really like to use for pain management, more specifically my migraines. Oh, but this smells amazing. This is what the bar looks like. It does have more ridges and stuff whenever you first use it, but this is what it's down to. This is amazing. This is what I was hoping the lotion was going to be for me, because I heard such great things about the lotion, but, you know, and everyone's pain level is different. I'm sure there's people who would love the lotion. I can link that for you if you're interested in it, but for someone like me, it's just not enough. So I was very skeptical of this, but I wanted to try it because I love Lush products, and I wanted to give it a go, and I was so pleasantly surprised. Now, when I am off the Richter scale in enormous amounts of pain, of course something like this still doesn't, you know, like do all the things that I want it to do. That's life with chronic pain. But when I am having a mild to moderate day, but my pain is just kind of really wearing me thin, then this is amazing. Also at bedtime, I cannot stand when I start to have like a mild to moderate flare-up right before bed. It's so annoying. I can't fall asleep. And this is amazing because it just takes the edge off. It's so easy to rub in. I just had it sitting on my leg for a little bit. You can see me just smoothing it around. It literally melts in your hands. This is kind of like the sheen that it leaves. So it's not glittery or anything like that, but there's definitely like a sheenness. But I mean, it is a massage bar. And this is amazing. I'm kind of rubbing it on my knee right now because that is where some of my pain is right at the moment. To show you how much I love this, I have an order from Lush arriving today to my house where I had ordered 5 more of these bars. Now, they're $14, so that is expensive. But like I said, I'm someone who suffers from chronic pain every single day of my life. I am always in pain. And this is something that has genuinely and completely helped me. I'm really hoping this magnesium collection is not a temporary one and that it's something that sticks around, because I have never found something that works so well for my pain. Again, nothing's a magic wand, but this is amazing. So, you know, whether you're somebody who just works out and has some aches and pains, you're a 30-year-old who has some aches and pains, or you're somebody who has chronic pain, I would highly recommend this. They have other stuff in their magnesium line if that's more your style, but personally, I just need something to rub on myself and to get that relief. And this is pretty fast acting as well. I would say after I rub it in, it's about anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. I really feel it take hold. I did get the tin, which is only $4, and I'm going to vacuum seal and freezer the bars that are showing up today. That way they can keep. I did some research to make sure that I could keep that many bars. And a lot of people have said that as long as you keep Lush in the fridge to make sure it doesn't, melt, because obviously these are very sensitive to heat, you're going to be good to go. So I'm going to vacuum seal them to make sure they don't get, freezer burnt or anything like that. And then also keep them up in my freezer and then just, bring one down whenever I need it. But I could not get away with doing this favorites without telling you about that. The night I first tried it, I was in so much pain, like 8.5 out of 10. And that brought me down to like a 6. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot to somebody, but for someone who suffers from chronic pain, that is a lot. That is between me feeling like I am incapacitated to me feeling like I can do some regular things around the house. So it's a big difference for someone like me. So I wanted to recommend it. I love Lush. As a company, I have not found a single product of theirs that I didn't love. I mean, some things don't work for people, but the intention and the ingredients and everything that goes into Lush, top tier. Love them. The next thing that I wanted to mention, I tried because I saw a woman's TikTok video saying she had smelled this in store and it was amazing. So you guys know that I love my Amber Saffron from Dossier. Amazing. But it is $50 and I just can't bring myself to spend that. I love it though. It is amazing. It's also now sold at Walmart too. So when she said that this smelled similar, not the same, I just want to say that, it was Good Chemistry Coffee Cloud. So this is at Target. They also have a website. But this smells so good. I will say, I think it smells a little bit sweeter than the Ambery Saffron. The Ambery Saffron from Dossier is a very gender neutral. I think anybody could wear it. It is just amazing. Top tier. Love that perfume, whatever you want to call it. But this has a bit of a sweetness to it that I think kind of makes it a bit more feminine. But this whole big bottle right here, I think this was $30. But this wasn't the one that I wanted to show you because even though I like this is the one that I like more. I believe this was only $12, again, from Target. And they do also have body sprays. So this is their, Eau de Parfum. I know I'm butchering it, okay? I'm an ignorant American. It's this down here. That type of perfume. So this is the nicer version of the perfume, but they also have body mists that are only $10. So that's why I wanted to include this. And also the travel spray, which obviously does come with a good bit, and I've used it a good bit, is only around, I want to say $12 to $15. So I got this one in Tiger Lily, and I honestly didn't know how much I was going to like it, but something was just telling me to try it out. Their TikTok had a really cool vibes video for each one of their scents, and I just wanted to try it based off of that alone. Oh my gosh, I love it. This is what I wish I was and smelled like as a person. It's kind of warm, kind of fun, kind of fruity. I don't know. It's just kind of the best of a bunch of different scents. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know how to tell you notes and things like that, but Tiger Lily is amazing. This is what I've been wearing mostly as it's been getting nicer outside. It's kind of what I want to wear when I'm out doing stuff that's spring, summery, that kind of thing. And then this is kind of what I wear around the house. And yeah, I'm getting these bottles all kinds of grimy because of the Lush bar that's on my hands. But these are amazing. And like I said, they have $10 body sprays at Target, and that person who had made the TikTok video, they said that the body spray was amazing and it lasted a good while. So they had gotten the body sprays. I decided to try the actual perfumes out, but honestly, I'd probably just get the body spray next time so I can just have at it. But definitely check out Coffee Cloud if you like the Ambery Saffron that I've mentioned before, or if you like ambery scents, I think you'll like this. And Tiger Lily if you're looking for a fun, but also kind of warm, sexy type of summer vibe. That's what I'm getting from this. One thing that I've had for a super long time, and I have not showed you guys, but I am getting to the point where I need to order more. Maybe? No. Oh, wow. Okay. I have a lot more in there than I thought. So I got this body oil. It's TPH, which is a brand by a Black woman that I know of and love so much. Her acting is top tier. Love her. I'm not going to try to pronounce her name because I can never pronounce it correctly, and I cannot stand when people know they say my name wrong and they say it. But either way, it is her brand, and I believe they had other products when they first launched, but she got into the skincare stuff, and they have lotions and body butters and this, that, and whatever. But I went with her body oil because I mixed this with my First Aid Beauty lotion whenever I get out of the shower, and that's what I put on my legs and my arms and my chest area. And this is amazing. So I think it does have like a, yeah, it says vanilla tuberose. I don't know, but it smells amazing. It does. I do get vanilla, and I do get a very slight floral smell, but this oil is amazing. I got mine from Walmart. It was only $12 for this giant bottle. I've had this for months. Yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure this is actually the line that I'm seeing, but I keep shaking it and it keeps going back to there. But I have only used that much in the bottle, and I've had this for months. Like I said, I use it every time I get out of the shower. And another reason why I love it is I don't know what magic she put in this, but whenever I use it, you know, obviously the oil kind of drips down right here, but I don't know if it's because of the texture of the packaging, but you never get that oil left on the countertop or anything. You know, I try to make sure that I rub it off, you know, on my hand or somewhere, but it does not like travel all the way down the bottle. I don't know. It's magic and I love it. But I had to recommend this body oil because it's phenomenal. I believe it's sold out online right now, and it has been for quite some time. That's how good it is. But I've seen local Walmarts still have it in stock, so I would highly recommend it. Please don't sell it out. I love, love, love it. It's very affordable, like I said, between like $11 to $12. I am pretty sensitive to things like clogging my pores, stuff like that. No issues. No issues whatsoever. And like I said, I pair this with First Aid Beauty lotion, so it's not even just the only thing that I'm putting on my skin, and I've had zero issues with it. It and the First Aid Beauty work amazingly together. I feel like it just helps my lotion go a little bit farther, and it also gives me that like glow. Not sparkle, I'm not looking for that, but just a nice sheen, a nice glow. Beautiful. Can't recommend it enough. Forgot how crazy my hair gets on camera, but the one thing that I'm not going to pull out just because it'll obviously melt, and I don't want that mess, but I'm just going to include an overlay clip right here showing you guys my ice cube setup. So I do not have the counter space nor the money to be spending hundreds of dollars on an ice machine. So what I did is I bought this big container off of Amazon to hold the ice cubes. It's got like a little hatch door so you can get in there. The ice scoop is from the Dollar Tree, 2-pack if you're curious, for $1.25. And then the ice cube tray that I use, I got off of Amazon as well. And it's the OXO brand. You guys know that I've loved that brand for quite a while. The container that's holding the ice, I think it was around $14. And the ice cube tray, I believe, was around $11. And it is on the smaller side, but I really like the fact that it had its own like little skeleton to it. It's like little structure. That way it could actually keep them in place. I've been really happy with it. Yes, it's tedious to pop them out. I just kind of warm them up in my hand a little bit, and then after that, to be quite frank, I just manhandle them. I'm ripping them out. I'm the one eating the ice cubes. I don't care if I handle them with my clean hands because I'm the one eating them. But yeah, it's just been really nice to have ice. I've never really had it before. Of course, you could get just regular ice cube trays, but I was very specific. I wanted that feel of like pebble ice, but I did also want them to be a little bit bigger. I find the pebble ones melt really quickly, and I want some to stick around. So yeah, I love this little setup. Altogether, it cost me around $30, and then I just, fill it back up and I do it. It's obviously more tedious, but it's also not a $500 ice machine that's going to break. Even the ones that are like $100, I don't know. I just can't do it. I also don't have the counter space. I have a small kitchen, and I have to be really intentional about what's on my counters, and I just can't justify it when I can shove that in the freezer. And yeah, it's tedious, but whatever. Last thing that is the affordable ones is this water, what's this called? Hot water bottle. I got this specifically for my cramps. I do obviously have period cramps, but also I get ovulation cramps as well. Really uncomfortable. I really, really hate them. However, I don't like using a heating pad. I feel like the heating pad just overheats me, and then I'm just uncomfortable in general. So I don't love that, and I just wanted to try something that was a little bit simpler. So we already have an electric kettle in our kitchen, and we use it a lot. So that's what I use to boil the water, and you just put that in here. So this has like a nice fuzzy furry lining on the outside, this shade of green always, of course, but it did come in other colors as well. I think pink, white, stuff like that. But inside here, you can see it's just got a little twist lid, and you only pour it so full. You got to try and get as much air out of it as possible while also not, bringing the water up and burning yourself. And then you've got your little water pad. So it had water in it earlier because, like I said, I have ovulation pains and they are so annoying. But this is amazing. I like this so much better than a heating pad, and so does my husband. Mark had a little bit of back trouble just a couple weeks ago, and I told him, because he was trying to use the heating pad, I was like, try this, try it. So he did, and it is so nice. It's like the perfect amount of heat, especially with this cover on it. Inside it's just a regular, rubber hot water bottle, that they used to use. And I think over in Europe, this is a far more common way to get relief. Heating pads are much more popular here in the States, but I know this isn't new or like a new concept or anything, but in the States you don't see this as often. But we were very thoroughly surprised. It just has the perfect amount of heat. It doesn't overheat your body. Because it's water, I also told Mark, it just feels like it's cooling down with me. So the heating pad, it just kind of felt like I'm at my base level, and it's just getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. And we even have one of those smart ones that's supposed to kick off, but it's still just so hot. Whereas this, the water is as hot as it's going to be, and then it's just going to come down. And it stays warm for a really long time. Both Mark and I have used it for at least an hour. I feel like for at least 2 hours in here, it stays warm. Not hot like when you first get it, obviously, but I've been very, very happy with this. I think it was only around $15, $16, and I would buy it again in a heartbeat. It has been amazing. Also, I am a fat woman. Fat's not a bad word. It is what I am. And I find heating pads are just super awkward to get to my abdomen. Heating pads are really awkward. I feel like they heat my thighs or the underside of my belly as much as they are doing to my abdomen, which is also uncomfortable. Not with this. It's really easy, obviously, with the water in there to manipulate it however you need it. I have zero issues with this being on my abdomen, actually fitting there, heating what I want it to heat and nothing more. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And it's not even like you need to have a period to have use for one of those. Like I said, Mark has he has like a sensitive back. He's an old man. So the three little bit more expensive items, which technically this didn't cost me anything, but it is if you were to buy it outright. This is Billie Eilish's Eilish number 2. This is her second perfume. So my best friend had gotten me a travel one of the first perfume, but I saw that Ulta had gotten the second one of her perfume in, so I just went and swapped it out. And so that's why it didn't cost me anything. But I love this one. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. I love it. I don't even know how to describe it. And honestly, full transparency, the girls at Ulta were freaking me out. As much as they were absolutely the nicest people I've ever met, they were complimenting me, and I looked like 110% ragamuffin. I'm a Christmas Crocs on in like February. I looked a mess, but they were so nice, and they were complimenting me left and right. But when we were talking about this perfume, they were like, oh, it's such a clean smell, and this, that, whatever. And that is not something I typically gravitate towards. Not at all. I go towards a lot of different smells, but clean is not typically one of them. So I was getting a little worried. This does have a cleaner smell to it, but it's also super warm. Super warm. And there's even like a hint of like a peppery there. I don't know, like a bit of a spice I get at the tail end of it. And It doesn't sound like it should go. It really doesn't. But I am in love with it. In love with it. If you were looking for something, you know, I feel like the first perfume is very feminine, very soft, very warm, all those things. This is a bit more masculine, but still being very warm, very inviting. I love this one. Honestly, this might be my new favorite perfume. It's a bit more expensive because I think these are like, you know, the travel ones are like $26. The full size ones run around $70, I want to say. So pretty expensive. But I had to mention it because this is just quickly been what I want to wear all the time. But I do try to ration it because I only have this little guy. Next thing was actually a gift from my grandma. She was so tired of coming over here and seeing that I didn't have one, and she's been on me for years to get one. And I would always just be like, no, it's okay. I don't want one. I don't need one. It's okay. And she finally was like, you pick it, I'll buy it. And I was like, okay. I mean, I'm not going to kick a gift horse in the mouth. But she wanted me to get a microwave. So if you guys have been around for a while, you know that we don't have a microwave. We haven't for quite some time. And that was both intentional and unintentional. So our microwave broke shortly after we moved into this house, and I just never wanted to replace it. First of all, they're expensive, super expensive. And also I was in like a crunchy phase and I thought that microwaves were bad for you. I've since deconstructed my crunchiness and I understand that microwaves pose no threat to you. I was like, of course. Go ahead. So I picked out this particular microwave off of Amazon. I liked the aesthetic. I'm just going to be honest with you. I thought it was cute and it was reasonably priced, and it was also smaller. We had a very limited space to put this in, and to find ones that fit our exact measurements was a little bit difficult. So this one actually had the perfect measurements on it. I liked the look of it. I'm not going to sit here and go on a spiel about how amazing microwaves are. I'm sure most of you know because you have them and you use them. But as somebody who's coming back around from not having a microwave for years, I mean, probably close to like 7-8 years, it's amazing. You mean I could have been living like this the whole time? You mean dinner could have been done in like 4 to 5 minutes? Now, I don't use it for everything. I will say because we've used our air fryer, we use a Vortex, so it has a bake, air fry, and a bunch of other features. We've used that so heavily that some things truly do taste better to us in our air fryer, in our Vortex, than in the microwave. So things like pizza or things that you want like a little bit of crunch on, I still use my Vortex a lot. And the microwave is just more convenient for like warming things back up, or oatmeal, I don't know, just different stuff that we used to have to do on the stovetop with a saucepan. And again, if you don't want a microwave in your house, if you don't want to spend the money, you absolutely don't have to live with one. You don't. It just makes more dishes to not have one. You know, I could cook oatmeal on the stove. We made popcorn on the stove. You can buy a popcorn maker, you know, all those things. You can definitely go without a microwave. It's not a necessity. But it does make things a lot easier, so super thankful. Thank you so much, Grandma. I love you so much. It's been amazing. The kids have loved it. I've loved it. And my husband has loved it. I should say that too. And the very last thing that I wanted to share with you that's a bit more expensive, but it is my Owala cup. So this is obviously their version of a Stanley cup. You guys know I love my Owala water bottle, and my kids now have Owala water bottles. They are amazing. They have the straw that you can sip out of or you can chug them. They are completely sealed. They don't leak whatsoever. They have a lock and a handle. All around just a phenomenal water bottle. I saw the Stanleys. The Stanleys are cute. They are amazing. I love them. But I've said it before. I'll say it again. I am so prone to tipping my beverages. My husband is a big proponent of me only having what he calls sippy cups. So things that cannot spill easily. I knock over drinks like it is a part-time profession. So when I love the Stanleys. I love them. They're so cute. They come in so many different colors. My therapist has one, and every time I have a session with her, I'm like, I want that one so bad. It's so cute. But I've seen what they look like when they tip over, and I cannot afford that. I can't. Because I do tip this over a ton. And I know they have stoppers and they have like a newer design that kind of slows it down. But girls, I need something that, you know, it's more than just like a 5-10 seconder. It's going to take me 30 seconds to realize I even knocked it over. So this thing's got to be good. So I went with Owala because they did say that it was leak proof, or at least a bit more. It's not completely leak proof. I've already tried it myself. I'm not going to do it here on the couch. You can see TikTok videos of it. There's a lot of people who have done comparisons. It flows out a lot less than I think most of the other brands. But either way, I'm not tipping mine exactly all the way upside down. Mine just gets knocked over like this. There's water in it. You can hear that. So as long as it's not leaking like this as it sits on the floor waiting for me to notice that I kicked it over, it's completely fine by me. So you can take the straw out, and then it has this, so you can also, kind of similar to the Stanleys, I believe they have something similar, but it has like a little kind of gasket up there, which is what's supposed to make it not leak, as you can hear the straw going in. But it's got a handle. I also really like this one because it fits in my cup holder. So I got this more specifically like when I'm in the car, because my 32 ounce Owala does not fit in my cup holder. My Ascent has like smaller cup holders in the front of the car. I'm not in love with them, but this is amazing. This fits right in there. I can fill this up with water. It does keep it really cold. I don't do like how long does the ice last. I really don't care that much. I just want it to be cold. In all of my Owala water bottles, if I fill them up with cold water, it'll be cold for the next day or two. Maybe even 3 days. Just depends how long I'm drinking that specific water bottle. I got the all black one. They have other colors, a blue one, a white one with some purple on it. I believe they're also launching new colors this summer. One with like a pink, I don't know, whatever. But I'm, just a simple girly who either likes black, teal, or green. So I went with the black. There's a lot of people who say, they drink more water. That's why they like their Stanleys or cups like this. Sure. I just like cups, so I'm just going to own it. Do I sometimes drink more water because I have this? Absolutely. Are there days where I don't pay attention to it? I'm drinking like basically no water? Absolutely. Neither one of them are wrong, okay? If you're living in the States right now, you need every ounce of serotonin you can get. You don't have to justify yourself to anybody, okay? We're all just hanging on for dear life. So, if a cup brings you joy, get the cup. It's all right. Those are all my favorites. Like I said, those last few, I know that they're a little bit more pricier. And that's why I just want to stick them in at the end, but I still use all of those things so much. I could not mention them. I do want to do this again a lot sooner than the last time I made a favorites video, because I know I have more. My house is an absolute wreck. I wish you could see this living room right now. It is destroyed from Easter. I don't even know how it got this out of hand. But I do know what my kids are going to be doing this afternoon, which is picking up the living room that they did destroy. In the mess that is my house after Easter, I have not been able to find the things that I'm looking for, and I just want to make sure that I have a list for you guys, just like I did this past time. But yeah, that is everything for the favorites video today. If you guys hung out with me for the entire video, why don't we put some kind of plant emoji down in the comments, because I still quite literally cannot get over this. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.